was that told me that one closed. Kaio's closed as a result of they were open
Mm-hmm.
for a while
Yeah.
and then got a talking to, for lack of a better term,
Yeah.
um, by the city
Mm-hmm.
down in San Jose or somewhere in Santa Clara County, and I guess they had threatened them with more fines
Yeah.
should they be caught, operating a business during the shutdown, and he chose to sort of just shut down.
Yeah, I think they were gonna charge him like $5,000 or something like that every time they caught him.
Every time they caught him, yeah.
Wow, that is so crazy.
Mm,
That's interesting.
yeah.
But I wonder because now they are allowing some gyms to be open. I wonder if that's changed or. But for us, it's different because I think the gyms that they're allowing open, they have to maintain, space, and I think that they only allow like 10 or so people in there at a time.
10%.
Oh, 10%.
Yeah, so it's a 10% maximum. And one of the ways that they require you to police that is that you have people check in and check out.
Mm.
And if at any point you are at 10%, anybody else that comes in or tries to come in has to wait until somebody leaves.
So this is 10% of the capacity of that space, like that's set by the fire code or something.
Yeah, so one of the things about that makes that sort of interesting is that for something like jujitsu, I mean, 10%, because realistically, like a space like where we're used to training, I mean, 10% could be 30 people.
Is that right? And but you probably can't have more than 10 people or something.
Yeah.
Isn't there other guidelines on like how many people could be in a building or in a workspace?
Yeah, I think that the guidelines are going to have to be different for jiu-jitsu academies than regular fitness gyms.
Hmm. Yeah,
I mean, that's definitely going to be the case. It's hard to really gauge. I mean, I could see how Muay Thai
Mm-hmm.
would work. Somebody holds pads for you, or you kick the bag.
Yeah.
I'm really not sure how jiu-jitsu would work, short of grappling dummies, which some gyms are actually using.
Doing.
Yeah, I've seen some gyms do that. I know that Chris Boom has grappling dummies and was running classes outdoors.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. I know. I don't think El Nino's open yet, right? They're
Not yet.
They're not like taking in students and all that. Man. Yeah, that's tough. It's real. Yeah, it's tough for. It's interesting because like all the fights are still going on. Jiu-jitsu tournaments are happening.
Mm-hmm.
Although ADCC trials have just been postponed
Till
they said that. So the East Coast trials were going to take place in November, and then there's the West Coast trials that take place in like in the spring sometime. Now the East Coast trials aren't going to happen until the first of the year.
Okay.
So there's no trials at all this year in 2020.
So they're going to just push. Okay.
So
push
now
it to January.
everything has to happen, like the trials and the championships. All of that has to happen within like an 8-month time span because the championships are in September of next year. And normally they already have a head start on that by like November. All the even like the European, all of them are pushed back.
I mean, if they're pushing back the trials, rather than condense the entire timeline, why not just push the date of the tournament back?
Yeah, I actually wrote an article about this in Mo Jassam, I think is his name. He's the guy that's the organizer for ADCC.
Yeah.
He said that that's not off the table. He said that he's optimistic that they're going to be able to get it all in by then. But, yeah, they may end up having to, to push that back.
It might be the best thing, especially for for the people who are going to be competing. I think that it would be the best.
Yeah, and it's funny because the reason why they pushed the trials back here was because they can't fly in the refs from overseas.
Yeah.
And he said that those refs are the ones he trusts. He doesn't have anybody in the States that he can trust to do ADCC format rule set.
Where are they coming from?
I don't know, maybe Abu Dhabi. I have no idea. But yeah, the guy, I guess the guys over there is the ones that they usually fly around for these, and everybody's like, well, why don't you just have them in, or just get USA refs? But he's like, I don't trust anybody. For this. So
is it going to be in the U.S. or the actual competition? Or
it's in Las Vegas.
Okay.
Las Vegas in September.
I think it takes a lot of the gloss off of it, having it out here rather than having it in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's cool in Abu Dhabi.
Mm-hmm.
Or just somewhere different every year. Like China, it was in China, I think, one year.
I would prefer that even.
Yeah.
Rather than having it in the U.S. all the time.
Yeah. It was there. It was here in the U.S. last time, right?
Mm-hmm.
In L.A.
Yeah, I think it was at that pyramid, right? Is it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, down in L.A. though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I wonder if he brought up an interesting point in in this article that I wrote. He's saying that he wants the refs that he normally has because he thinks a big part of the Abu Dhabi, the ADCC championships, is that it doesn't just take, known guys and invite just only the known guys. Anybody has a shot at this.
Right.
And so, he made the point that anybody can go and compete and stuff. I wonder if there's going to be more competitors this year, less competitors. I wonder if the competitors are going to be as technically savvy as they would if there wasn't a pandemic. I wonder how that's all going to kind of play out.
I mean, I don't think. I mean, I certainly think that they would probably bring a better game with them had they had the opportunity to train the whole time.
Yeah.
So the answer to your question is this probably would not be as good as if, none of this happened. I mean, that's not to say that, we should just kind of like turn our heads and not watch it. I mean, I think there's still some value in watching these people
Well, I'm
compete.
just trying to gauge whether or not I should compete. Because if I have a better shot, then I don't mind making the trip down to LA or wherever.
Well, if that's the question, then I would say you should try. You should try out because I don't think. I think that more people will probably forego competing. Yeah. So I think the number of people that will be trying out will be far less for this one compared to, was it 2019?
Yeah, 2018, 2019.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.